All right, guys. Welcome back. I think we're on episode 40 or some shit. I don't know. Today we got a really dope guest. She actually sent me her stand-up special on Apple TV. And I thought it was just like regular stand-up, but it's not. It's theater with a mix of stand-up. And we're excited to have her today to kind of school us on how that stuff works and how long she's been in theater, et cetera. Today we got Candice Guardino.
Hi. Oh, I get an applause.
A little applause.
Yeah,
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Big on applause over here. I just have like a bunch of topics. A lot of them is making fun of Staten Island, which I want you to like defend
Oh,
with your life.
because I'm the Staten Island girl. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
You ready for that?
I'm ready.
one?
Yeah,
And raised.
Born and raised. Well, born in Brooklyn for like 3.2 seconds, and then they moved me to Staten Island.
Oh,
So
right.
You're Brooklyn. You're Brooklyn,
right.
You were born there.
All right, I get the stamp. I'm okay. I was born.
Your
You
passport.
got, you got dual
Passport
citizenship.
stamp.
That's right. My parents were born in Brooklyn. I'm good.
What's the stigma around? What do you think is the Staten Island stereotype?
Guy or girl, man.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go with both. We'll go with both.
Yeah, I would say the typical stigma of a guy. I'll give you an example. Because I'm a storyteller, so I love to tell stories. I was dating a guy all through high school. You know, you start dating them, and your parents go, "You're getting married," because that's what you're supposed to do. And I was like, this just doesn't feel right. And I remember right before our prom. Long story short, whatever. We didn't go together, but when I had to meet him at his house because he wasn't ready yet. So I had to go to his freaking house. I get there, and his mother is in the kitchen with an ironing table out, ironing his freaking drawers. And she's like, Candice, you want to learn how to do this? And I was like, what? He wasn't even dressed. And I'm like, you're ironing his underwear. And she was like, yeah, this is what we do. And I was like, no, I can't do this. No, I can't do this. So to me, that was a Staten Island guy. He's living with his mother. Sorry, guys, but you are. You're living with your mother. She's ironing your freaking drawers, and the girlfriend has to get trained to do the same fucking thing.
Right.
And I was like, no, I don't think this is for me.
People in our comments are very mean. Are you prepared for that?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everyone's mean.
We have a lot of victims.
Oh.
I think she can handle herself.
Are you all right? Do you need help?
Some of these people are really savage. You know, they say some crazy things, but it's always from like a ghost account. It's never
Oh, it's
really
like a fake person.
Yeah, it's always like user 927464
saying the craziest
with
things.
no
ever.
You know
pictures,
what?
no posts.
I call it the people that like after my show, I always say this thing where I'm like, listen, write a review. I read every freaking review. I don't know why. It's like some form of like torture and therapy. But I read every review. Every city I go to, I tell them, go on Facebook, go on Twitter, go wherever you go. I don't care, wherever it is. And I will read all these reviews. So over the like last couple of years, I've been doing that. And I've gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what? If you got a shitty review, you take that shitty review and you flush it down the goddamn toilet. Because here's the thing. You go home and you get like these email muscles, and I'm like, you can't do shit. Get up here and do what we do. Like, that's my feeling on that. So I hate the people who kind of hide behind that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, get on the mic.
I've never been a big Yelper. I don't understand people that write bad Yelp
Who's got
reviews.
this
I'll
time?
just never go back to the
You
place
got
I wrote
time?
at. You know
I
what I mean?
don't
Like
got this
if I didn't have a good time or I didn't enjoy something, and you ask me about it, I'll be like, it sucked.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go home and spend 10 minutes
Right, no way.
writing a Yelp review about
Whether
how
it's
bad
good
the
or bad.
food was. Or I just won't go again. You got me once. You got my money.
100%.
And I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't do it even if it was the best. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it either
You
way.
know
I
what?
wouldn't-
I'm
if
not
it was
either.
The best show in the
I'm
world.
really bad
not
like
going
that.
home and being like, wow,
I
that was
know.
the best show in the world. It was the worst show in the world. I'm not.
Yeah, we're
The
word
only
of
thing you're
mouth
gonna
people.
do is if you ask me how was the show, it was the best show in the
Yeah,
world.
we're word of
That
mouth.
was it. It's gonna be
Yeah.
word of mouth. It's never gonna be
100%. I
me
get
leaving
it.
a remark. And I truly, truly believe that 80 or 90% of these people that leave these crazy remarks that make you want to react are just doing it because they want to see if they can get you to react to their comment.
And I do it every single one.
That's it.
Chris answers
You
every
react.
I
comment.
don't feel
I
that
go
way.
off.
Really. They just
Some guy
want
said
to
some
react.
like bad thing about like he was just going at like my mother or something like that. He doesn't know me.
Your
He said it.
mother.
So I DM'd him and I said, "Where are you?" And then he didn't look at it. But what you do is because I watched the whole thing. It's hard because like a normal stand-up comedian, that's extremely difficult.
Right, hard enough.
You're singing, remembering lines. You're almost doing bits throughout your show, which is insane. And you're doing like regular stand-up
Yeah.
too. Have you ever like bombed? Because that's a lot for you to handle
Oh, thank you.
in an hour.
That's sweet of you. And just thank you for watching because it is different. It's different. It's long form comedy, it's long form storytelling. And I'm impersonating my entire family throughout. So I kind of want to make you forget that I'm one person. And I'm like, okay, I want you to sit in the theater, those doors close, and I'm taking you on the journey. And we're going. And you go on the journey. There's a lot of comedy, but there's a lot of like sad moments because that's life. Like that shit is heartfelt and shit's going down. But I will say when I first started to map out what this show was, like I was inspired by like old school, like Lily Tomlin, John Leguizamo, like getting up there and Whoopi Goldberg, like going into these characters. And I was like, I got this. I don't got this.
I feel like John
I
Leguizamo
don't
was
got
very
this.
underrated.
He's so underrated.
He's
It's
great, yeah.
phenomenal. I watched all his specials
great.
as a kid. My grandmother took me to like one of his Broadway shows when I was a kid, and I was like, I want to do that. But it looks so easy. And if you make it look easy, that means it's that much harder. And when I got up there, like I'm gonna say first couple of years, you know, I did my 20-minute sets. She's funny. She's doing some characters, but it wasn't like, wow. And there was a couple of times when I had like the full show written out when I got up in front of a lot of freaking people. And I was like, who's got the next line?
That
Oh,
stadium
shit,
was
it's me.
packed. That was a packed out.
Oh,
stadium
thank you.
that
Yeah.
you did it in front
Yeah,
of.
we.
I would have walked down there. I wouldn't remember absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a writer, so writer first is helpful because like I wrote the whole show and I wrote it as if it wasn't me, which now looking back made it harder for me. But like when you write it out and you memorize it script, you know, line by line, as you know, as an actor, that's what you do. That's what we do. But like, yeah, I've bombed
I
tons
never
of
got
times.
a chance to see the show yet. I got to see
Really,
it.
Patrick? What the hell are you doing?
What is it on?
So
Apple
it's
TV.
Apple
It's
TV.
on Apple
Yeah,
TV?
you can find it on Amazon too.
Amazon and
Yeah.
Apple TV. What's the name of the show?
Oh my
Italian-
God.
Italian
No,
bread.
this is for
Do you
everybody.
know
This
why
is for
you're here?
everybody to know the name of the show.
Just kidding. Yes, it's called Candice Guardino. It's my name, but it's Italian bread.
All right, I got to see this.
But it's BRED. Not like the bread you
and
dip.
It's like a comedy of like a stand-up of your life.
It is
and
my
like a-
entire life. No, it's basically like my
reenactment?
upbringing. I really wanted to hit
that's
home on
cool.
like the people who shaped me because
cool.
the people who shaped all of us are like so amazing and so fucked up at the same time. And I wanted to highlight it. I wanted to show like, oh shit, I didn't grow up in a household when my father was like, you were beautiful. My father was like, I don't know, Can. You can go
You're
either
never
way.
gonna
Like,
find the one.
Yes. He was
Our
like, oh,
version
shit.
of like who's great in this world is so different from like the other
Outright.
world.
Yeah.
Because
Outright.
so for example, because they are the best people, they have the most character, they grew up in the
Correct.
best places.
Correct.
You know, and so for example, Pat, his dad is one of the best people ever. Rest in peace.
Thank
And he gave a story about how like the first time Pat got like hit. Now we think that's funny. You know what I mean? The way
Yeah.
Pat told the story,
Yeah.
like we all got hit like that.
Yeah.
And then people, of course, are going on social media saying, "Oh, that's not funny. The trauma that you must have been through. What trauma?
Did you go
You
to
know?
therapy?
I pissed my Cavaricis.
I
That's
believe it.
exactly, no, that's exactly what
I
happened.
believe it.
But I deserved it. What I did deserved
Are
it.
you a bit of a little shit?
I didn't. You don't think you deserve it when you're getting hit with the fucking shot.
Yeah.
But years
Totally.
later, you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit! Actually, not even about 20 minutes later, I realized I deserved what I got.
You know what? I grew up with aunts and uncles like diving over dining room tables, slapping
That's
kids.
exactly
like,
what I
that's where
said
grew
in the
up.
thing. He
Oh, really?
jumped over the dining room table.
Like, these were big
Everybody
people.
has somebody that jumped over the dining room
And these
table.
weren't like athletic people. Like,
No,
these were
that-
big
and I said
fucking
that too.
people.
My father was 6'2",
really?
260 pounds. He couldn't jump over anything, and
Jump-
he made it over the dining
My
room
100%.
father
table.
just had to stare. Like he
Yeah.
only
Mhm.
one time he
That's
gave me a
it.
slap, and I was so shocked
Yeah.
that he did
That's
that.
all you needed.
You know,
Yeah.
because he was just so good at just looking at you like he was gonna fucking kill you. But he
Like,
wouldn't.
you knew it was the stare of death.
I knew I was fucking up and I needed to stop.
Yeah.
But it shaped me, you know, and it also made me a little humble because it taught me how to fear somebody else.
Yeah.
And I feel like nowadays it trained me to not fear anybody
Yeah.
in society at all.
No
because
one's
I
as
just,
scary
I was
as your
just,
parents.
I was just scared of
No
him.
one's scarier than your
No.
father
No.
growing up.
No.
My
100%.
my father used to work. He was a personal chauffeur for when I was growing up. So he was working like 70-hour, 80-hour weeks. We didn't see my father from Monday to Friday, pretty much. But my mom did such a good job of making us so frightful of like, I'm going to tell your father
Yep.
that we were petrified. And my father's like a 5'5" Italian guy. He's like 160 pounds.
That's all right.
Soaking wet.
But it kept your ass in line.
Oh,
That's all right.
to this day, my father could look. If my father even thought I was cursing my parents out in my head, my father would smack me. Like,
He
if
just
he
knew.
saw my mind working like a go after yourself, he would give a quick like little. But there's like you were saying like, in the comments, yeah,
What do you
yeah,
think
exactly.
so?
But like you were saying in the
So-
comments, like there's a big difference between like reprimanding your kids,
Yeah.
and beating the crap out of your kids, like
Mhm.
where it's a little bit too far.
Listen, my mother raised two girls. Kudos to the women, right? Because my mother would drag us by our hair,
Mhm.
down the steps, screaming. We were screaming. She's like, "Get down here or get upset." Like she didn't give. She was tough, you
And
know.
with the girls, it's got to be the mother.
It's
The
the
mother's got
mother.
to be the aggressive
my
one.
father,
with the
my poor
girls.
father, would come home and be like, "What happened?"
Right, because the father, that's his two
Whatever.
little angels. Like my daughter,
Yeah.
I can't my wife could yell and scream at her like
You know what I
two
picture
girls.
you like? I picture you like those little skits where the father's like, "I'll take care of this." What'd you do? And he closes the doors like, "What mommy do to you?"
Exactly what it is.
Tell
It's
me what mommy did
exactly
to you
what it is.
today.
I can't like. I could yell at my daughter to a certain point. When I see her get into her face, I'm like, oh,
Oh, no, my
Like,
dad didn't do that. My
you
dad
know?
treated me like a boy. I mean, he owned an auto body shop across the street from Yankee Stadium.
Oh,
So it was
nice.
just like for like
he
25
was
years.
chasing around with a wrench.
You kidding me? He was like, change that tire, fill that. And I was like, okay. He's like, fill that gun, and we'd be spraying the cars. Like, that's how I grew up. So for
Nice.
me, it was like, I was a boy. And
Mm-hmm.
so if something was going wrong, he's like, what are you saying, Candice? Come here, man. I'm like, what am I saying? He's like, you're running your mouth? I was like, I wasn't running my mouth. I didn't say shit. I'm like 7 years old. So it was a different energy with like my dad. But like, still, nothing got away in the household. And no one just got medals. You don't get shit.
Yeah, but that probably taught you in the industry to tell like a man to go fuck himself. Like, if you-
Yeah, my poor husband. Yeah. And
I didn't know your husband was in the industry. I mean, like,
No,
a
he's
fucking
not, but, like-
a producer. Or
I
something.
tell him to go fuck himself daily.
Yeah,
But it's,
I'm with a strong, independent woman too, and you guys are difficult to deal with. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know. My voice is a little hoarse because I was yelling the last couple of days. And so I was quiet yesterday. And he was like smiling. And I was like, my husband's name is Tom. I was like, why are you so happy today? He's like, I was quiet. And he was like, go fuck yourself, buddy. Because I'm trying to save my voice because I got some shit coming up. Like, that was the new
You
thing.
know you're in trouble when your girl looks at you and goes, "Why are you so happy? Why are you smiling?"
He was
today?"
smiling all fucking day.
Not in the car.
Tom, we're here for you, buddy.
All right.
Speaking of families, what was the best meal your families made growing up on Sunday? And you can't say Sunday sauce, so figure it
I
out.
can't say my
right,
gravy.
all
Can't
right.
say gravy.
Yeah. You say gravy?
I'm a
We don't
gravy
even
guy.
say gravy in
Oh,
this
that
house.
was in her bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
he says
Yeah,
it.
he
He
says
says it.
We're a gravy family.
It's all right.
Yeah.
I forgive you. We don't say gravy.
You can't say that. You can't say
That was in her
gravy.
bit.
No,
yeah.
I'm saying you're saying we can't say Sunday sauce. or
I
gravy?
know.
It's gravy sauce, but you can't say that. You can't. That it has to
So
be
we're
another. dish.
leaving out any sort of pasta. We're talking.
It could
about
be a
some,
pasta,
family
but like
dish
it's
that-
a Sunday sauce or gravy. Idiot is too generic.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to go a little.
like a little family specialty that
Yeah,
was made
yeah.
in the house.
You could go eggplant parm. Like I'm gonna go eggplant parm.
That's about.
And then my other
as
side of my
generic
family
as
was
I can.
Jewish, Ashkenazi
Oh.
Jewish.
God, you
Some-
got all the guilt.
Yeah, yeah.
All right?
But I'll use it.
Oh, you should.
I'm gonna use it whenever I possibly can. You know what I mean?
And you're a
That's-
boy. Use it.
Yeah, that side of the family made this chicken cutlet casserole, cream of mushroom soup. For some reason, the Ashkenazi Jewish community really loves cream of mushroom soup,
Yeah.
and they made like a casserole with broccoli. That was the best thing she made. So eggplant parm on my Sicilian side, and then the chicken casserole.
Gotcha.
Okay.
For me, it would probably be chicken cutlet as well with mashed potatoes and cream style corn. Or like a little like weird thing is my mom does a skinny sausage with like a Del Monte sauce, like a red sauce, and that's just like when I'm not feeling good. That's like home cooked, like makes you feel right,
Makes you feel
Kind of,
warm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
or pastina.
Oh, boy. Pastina. I love it. So clams oreganata was big in our house.
Nice.
My
nice.
my grandmother would come from Brooklyn over in the kitchen, 7 a.m., like just with the fish in the sink and everything. That would be like one of her like main meals that she'd make if it wasn't, the typical sauce and meatballs and stuff. But my mom would always chime in and she'd always do the rice balls. She'd make her own garlic knots. Like that was like a big thing in our house. A lot of carbs in my house.
Yeah, that's what's going on with me lately. It's not good. Yeah, 'cause my girlfriend's half Nobly Don and Colombian, so it's either empanadas or pasta. Every
Yeah.
single day.
Actually, I
Like,
probably
you
smell like
can't-
garlic.
You can't complain.
That's
about
the best
that.
smell in the
Do I
world.
smell like garlic?
You know,
My
I-
husband said that to me. He's
I
like,
haven't smelled you today.
I smell like garlic.
I haven't smelled you
I was,
today.
oh, you haven't smelled me today. Right before I came here, I was cooking for my 1-year-old that eats like a 40-year-old, and I was like, "All right, I made broccoli rabe and pasta," and I was like, "I'm
Did
gonna
that-
stink
that-
like garlic."
That's perfectly fine, smelling like all that.
The garlic smells good. I like to keep it on my fingers from time to time.
Keeps the damn
So
flies away.
for me, this little specialty dish that my mother always made was chicken with the artichokes. The artichokes that you buy in the little glass,
Oh yeah.
little baby artichokes. The artichoke hearts.
Yeah, they're like the
artichoke
marinated
hearts.
artichokes. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, the marinated artichoke hearts. So she would cut up the chicken breast, nice, and then put a big tray with the chicken and all the artichokes in it with the breadcrumb on top. Put it in the oven.
Did she do that for New Year's? I feel like there was a.
She
there
might have. She put vinegar in there, like she put the breadcrumb vinegar, salt, pepper. I mean, this was like her special dish, and it was the one dish that sticks out in my head that was the go-to dish. Like, when I used to go away on spring break, I was gone for like a week, 2 weeks
Come
on
home
spring
to
break.
that.
The day before I was leaving to come home, I'd call and say, I'll be home at 2 in the morning from the airport. Please make sure there's a tray on top of the fucking.
Oh,
I
your
would
mother's
come
so
home
good to
stumbling in.
you.
She's an elegant lady.
Oh my God.
That's the thing. You can get away with that being
Oh
an
my
Italian
God.
boy to their mother.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Girls, you can't do that to your mother. Are you kidding me? If I called my mother and said that, she'd be like, "Are you? I'm asleep, Candice." And I was like, "Okay, fine." So that didn't happen in our household.
First of all, if my daughter was on spring break talking to my wife would hear me in the background because I'd be like, "Don't worry about it. I'm right here. We'll be home. We'll be home." My daughter's not going to spring break without me attached to her.
I wouldn't let her.
Here we go. That's
Fucking
another way to
plane.
piss people off. Patrick and Candice, both of you grew up in the same era. How did Staten Island people view Brooklyn people? How did Brooklyn people view Staten Island people?
Wait, did we grow up in the same era? I guess we did.
You guys don't have to say that. You can tell your age.
I mean, I don't know if she wants to say her age. I know women don't like to say their age.
I mean, I'm 40.
Oh, all right, no, I'm older than you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Way older.
So we're like the same age.
There we go.
I'm 38.
They're used to it. Closer.
I mean, that's the same era. That's
Yeah.
the same era.
It is
Same
all the
around,
same
same
era,
around.
Yeah,
really.
that's my era. I'm 30. So my
Oh,
era,
you got 10 years. No.
I'm 46.
I was the last of the Mohicans.
You got
You
the
guys
Italians.
are around when it was good.
Well,
And
I'll
now
tell
it's-
you, the difference between Staten Island and Brooklyn.
When I was younger, there really wasn't much going on in Staten Island.
Staten Island was the country. That's how my mother
Yeah.
would say it to us.
Yeah.
She's like, "You girls got a good life because we lived in the country." To
Yeah,
her,
really wasn't.
Brooklyn was the
Everybody
street.
came from Staten Island to Brooklyn, to Bay Ridge, and all these places to go out. I mean, I know there was a couple. I mean, I'm sure there was like a handful of places in Staten Island that people went to. There was one probably close to here. There's
Big Nose Skates.
There's a strip club over there.
Yeah, Industrial Loop. I know what you're talking
Right around there was a club that everybody used to go to, but I really can't think
What,
of
Eve
much
Ultra Lounge?
in my era.
Okay.
What happened?
Talking about Eve Ultra Lounge on Arthur Hill. Got Big Nose Skates was on.
Oh my
Arthur
God,
Hill.
Big Nose Kates.
District used to be like two other places. That
It was
place
Play
around
and
for-
Arena.
Yes.
Was it
Yeah,
Arena? I thought it was like
it
the
was
I
Arena.
Stone
don't even
Cold.
remember the names of the places.
Oh my God! Like
Avenue, I'm
I'm
sorry.
having a flashback. I met my husband at school. I went to Wagner College, but we met at Dock Street. You guys remember that bar in Staten Island?
On Bay Street.
Dock Street and Bay Street, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where we met. And then there was also 19th Hole.
Remember 19.
Remember 19th?
Did
oh
you
my
just
God.
guys just go to Bay Ridge because that was the spot,
No, we were too scared to drive over the bridge. Are you fucking kidding me? We're not going over the bridge.
or take the S53?
That's the thing. Once you came to Staten Island, sometimes you didn't go back to like Brooklyn because you were like, we're here now. You're not gonna go back to Brooklyn. No, you're here, and this is it. Like you're on the island.
That's the one thing that always got me pissed off about. Like it was always Italians and like my own people that they would say, "I can't believe the neighborhood changed. I can't believe it's not the way it used to be. I would do anything to have it back." It's like, motherfucker, you sold the house, and then everybody sold the house. That's the one thing. If Italians truly stuck together
They did not.
since the beginning of time,
Right.
think about it, because the Jewish community
That's right.
sticks together.
That's right.
Chinese community sticks together. They're a very, very tight knit community. If
Yeah.
Italians did that, they'd be running the goddamn world.
Well,
They used to run the ports.
Italians,
right.
You know?
Italians are the only group of people that like they secretly don't want everyone else to be doing better than them. Like the Jewish, the Chinese, whatever. They community wise, they'll like suffer for a little bit for the next generation of people.
Correct.
Italians like, you want to give me $1.1 million for this house I bought for $144,000 cash? Adios. I don't care about
correct.
I care
can't
about
sit here-
Giovanni down the block. Goodbye, Giovanni.
Could I sit here and blame them if somebody put 1.4
Absolutely
in front
not.
of me
But,
for
then you,
$2?
but you can't complain about it either. That's the thing. You can't blame them.
But would those people give 1.4 back if the neighborhood was exactly the same as it was when you grew up?
I don't know. I don't know if Italians care so much about their neighborhood.
Yeah.
I think they care for themselves in some way.
But why do they always complain about it?
Cole,
when
we
they-
love to
we want best of everything.
complain.
We
I
want the
think
best
they
of
would
everything.
rather the whole neighborhood follow them. Not
Yes.
to Staten Island. Come over here.
Where
Look
there's
what
no
we got
alternate
over
side of the
here.
street parking.
You know, look what you got over here. It
Parking.
probably all started back in the day when one guy from Brooklyn sold his house that he bought, like he said, for $100,000. He sold it for $1 million. Went to Staten Island, spent $500,000, and bought a mansion on a corner lot. came home and told one of his friends, "You got to see what I got for half the price."
Did anybody ever buy the White
His
House?
friend came, and before you knew it,
Yep, everyone's gone.
everybody was like, "Oh shit! Wow, I could sell my house and get that. I could sell my house and get that."
Yeah.
And before you
I'm
knew
out.
it, it was
It's true.
packed. That's exactly what
The
happened.
White House in Staten Island?
The Paul Castellano's old house.
I
Anybody
don't
ever
think
buy
so.
that?
By the way, first of all,
Uh-oh.
it did not look like that when Paul Castellano owned it. When Paul Castellano owned it, you can see the pictures. It was beautiful when he owned it. It was a nice house, White House with the columns and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It was Guinea.
What they did to
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is something out of them. Did you see the pictures of the house?
No, I know what it
It's
used
fat.
to look like.
It's so fat.
I actually
No,
think
it's
I shot a
beyond
movie
fat.
there. I was in a movie that was shooting there, and
What
I
movie?
remember it being like,
It looks like
You don't know?
What are you here for?
Paris. You don't know a
I
movie?
remember. This was like years ago.
What movies have you been in? Let's try.
Okay, so I did a movie. It might be T. Marco. Shout out to T. Marco, dude. I think they shot it in the house.
Okay.
So I remember driving up to the house and being like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
But it looked different,
you. Ca-
and I didn't recognize
You
it.
can't tell that that's.
But
the
that's what
house.
happens when you move
Unless
out.
somebody tells you
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the Paul Castellano.
Yeah, the houses in Staten Island now, when they're getting sold, the old school houses, and someone comes in and remodels it, I'm like, what is this concrete castle? Like, what is this shit? Like, it is insane.
It's the sickest thing. I couldn't believe when I seen the pictures of what it looks like.
Yeah.
It's so fat.
I was in shock.
I can't hate these houses out here. Are nice.
No,
I love
this
to
one's
come
sick
on here
house.
and act like I don't like Staten Island when I live out here now.
no,
but
I love it.
It's great.
No, I love Staten Island.
It's a very good bar.
I wrote a whole
we
show.
want-
It's a love letter to Staten Island. I love it.
We want these houses and what we have here,
Yeah.
but with our old Brooklyn neighborhood, as far as being able to
Exactly.
like walk to your friend's house, walk to the store, go to the corner, hang out in the schoolyard.
Exactly.
They don't do that here. We're looking at it now as adults, 30 years old, 38,
Yeah,
40s. You have kids. You're looking at it through a different lens. You're looking at it as like, I have a beautiful home
Yeah.
to ourselves.
Yep.
We're not semi-attached with someone. We have all this property in the back. Your kids can run in the yard.
I don't have to come
My
home from work and
my
circle the
swimming
block
pool,
for
my
5
swimming
hours.
pool now in Staten Island, I could have fit my entire backyard in Brooklyn inside my pool now. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So these are the things now you look at and say to yourself, like, if I had this house in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
one, I would have been the coolest kid in high school ever.
Like, they'd be like,
Two, yeah.
Stallone, I'm coming
Stallone
over.
house party.
Shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. That's exactly what it is.
living like
Yeah.
Stallone.
You would be
That-
having those
that's what
pool
it is.
parties.
You want what we have now, but nostalgically thinking about how it used to be.
Yeah.
And it's just we got to.
Well, it's not cheap to live here. Let's not lie.
Not
No, in
anymore.
Staten Island?
Now it's priced out now.
It's insane.
Yeah, not no more.
Really expensive to live on Staten
Yeah,
Island. I love the
yeah.
people that are like, I'm going to move to Staten Island. It's cheaper. I'm like, do you not know your market?
No,
I'm
listen,
like,
is it a little cheaper than Brooklyn?
Rent
yes,
wise, yeah.
But Brooklyn is astronomical. So don't
crazy.
think because it's cheaper than Brooklyn, it's cheap.
It
no,
ain't cheap.
Brooklyn is astronomical.
Yeah.
So
right.
being a little cheaper than Brooklyn doesn't make you cheap. It makes you under astronomical. So
Yes.
it's still expensive.
we're all paying.
Right. It's sick. Believe me, we're looking right now, and the prices are
Insane.
ridiculous for not like back in the day. You look at a house. Oh, I looked at a house. It was $1 million. You look
was
at
huge.
somebody like $1 million house. What are you trying to live in like a dome?
What are you, Rockefeller?
Right. Like what are you,
Exactly.
Rockefeller?
I
Now
know.
you're like, yeah, I went to look at $1 million house. It was 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms.
I got to blow out the kitchen.
Right.
I don't fit in that other bathroom.
right.
And you're like,
Speaking of like both your parents, what was with like the wood paneling and the pink bathroom?
Oh, my God.
whoa, take it easy. What are you trying to
my
do?
mother still has her pink bathroom.
the fuck
Don't
was
knock
up
the
with
pink
Take it easy.
bathroom.
And then the
Take it
fur
easy.
on the toilet bowl.
The fur on the toilet.
What was with the fur on the toilet bowl?
I
What
don't
if
know,
your
she thought
ass
it was
is
The
cute.
fur on the toilet.
Yeah,
bowl.
I like
How
that.
do you think
Liner,
that fucking
yeah.
is?
No, actually my grandmother too. Oh shit.
No,
yeah.
your grandmother had
That's to
fur
keep
on
them
the
warm
toilet
at
bowl.
night. You wake up
Shit,
at 3 in the morning.
plastic on the couch. You didn't
Good
have plastic on
couch.
your couch?
The good
Plastic
couch.
Who
on the
are you?
couch. No, plastic on the couch, yes, and plastic around the
The
toilet
runner.
bowl thing.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that plastic little
In
clear
case
cover.
you peed, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but fur. Oh, I would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing
I
for
don't know
them.
if
That
I
was a
would do
thing.
that.
I get my taxes done in Bensonhurst still, and right by Dyker Park, he does it in the basement. and it's the old school wood paneling. I said, this place hasn't been fucking
And there's
remodeled.
fur on the toilet bowl?
I didn't go to the bathroom there. Maybe.
Don't lie. That's
Probably.
why you go there.
No, the wood paneling
I
is
like
a
the way it
thing.
feels.
Keep them warm.
What, you kidding me? That's what I'm saying. Imagine having the fur. I would have been a little kid.
I
My
don't
grandmother
think
would have
the
been like, what
fur
are you
is
doing?
on
I
the
would have been like,
toilet
I'll be
seat.
right out, Grandma.
I don't think it's on the actual seat. I think it's on the top.
Yeah, I think it was on the top, like just as I like.
Yeah, I would have been sitting on that too. Right on the top.
You'd be rubbing your canacuses all over it. Right.
What's the best
Right.
restaurant on Staten Island?
Oh, shit.
All right.
I'm going to get killed for this
All
one.
right.
You have to.
All right.
Answer. And it can't be a place that originated in Brooklyn. So you can't say Campagna.
Okay.
You know, you can't do any of that. I'm gonna go because it's a restaurant / pizzeria, and I really like them a lot. Is Danino's?
Oh,
Yours is good.
you just took my husband's. That's
Danino's
his.
is solid.
Now remember, I'm going to give an answer, but I'm not too big with all the restaurants still. I still didn't learn all the restaurants here. I've been to a few restaurants out here, but
Are
go
you
ahead, you go
new?
before me. I'm trying to think.
All right, wait, I'll go. Well done. All right, so this is tough because,
Yeah, you're from here.
yeah.
Yeah, this is hard
Don't
for
hate
you.
me, everybody, but I got to go. Villamonte is the way that I grew up.
Wait, Villamonte, the pizzeria restaurant?
In Tonville. That place is
The one by
outstanding.
the one by the mall?
Yeah.
There's 3 of them.
Well, there's 3, right? Correct. There's
Are
3
you
of them.
talking about the one by the mall?
The one by the mall is the one we
That's
always
the
went
one
to.
I ordered from.
It's
That's
so good.
close to
It's
my house.
phenomenal. And it's also not that expensive. You get a
It's
great
definitely not that
meal.
expensive, yeah.
Right? So I grew up going there. But when I went to college, you meet a boy that's not from Staten Island. We found a restaurant that we kind of really liked, and it was called Trattoria Romana on Highland Boulevard.
All right.
And I fell in love with that restaurant, but then it just closed right in COVID. So we went right before it closed to have one last dinner. That food was phenomenal. But currently, Villamonte always.
Did anybody ever go to Enoteca Maria yet? They made a movie about it.
They made
Yeah,
that was
yeah, it was
known
good.
as.
You
It
went?
was known as, yeah.
You went to the
Yeah, I went years ago, though.
I never been. I can't get a
It's not,
reservation.
it's not just the Italian grandmothers anymore, though.
It's
They do
right. They
Indians,
had all the
They do
Italian
kinds of-
grandmas.
I
in
went,
it.
it was just the Italian grandmothers. That was way before the movies. This is like before I even lived in Staten Island.
It's been there for years.
Been there a long, long time.
Yeah, it
The
was
guy
a little
is
quiet
such a
place.
nice guy.
Yeah.
Because the movie made him look like an angel, so I was like, let me find out if this guy's really a nice guy. So I called to make a reservation. I think they were closed, but then
And where was this?
it's in the North Shore somewhere. I forgot exactly where.
So down by Bay Street. Down
But
by,
I-
I was
down
gonna
by
say
St. George Theater.
right by the St. George Theater.
Yeah.
But so
Literally.
I emailed
Yeah,
him.
it's called Enoteca Maria.
It's all grandmother's cooking. I emailed him, and then he emailed me back. He's like, "I'm so sorry. Since the movie came out, we have bookings for 6 months. I'll try to get you in as soon as possible."
That's great.
Nicest guy in the world.
You're like,
and,
shit.
and a week later, he emailed me back. He's like, "I'm so sorry. No reservations opened." I was like, "It's all right, bro. Just let me know. We really want to go."
That's so great.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that movie did that for them.
Yeah,
Because that is another love letter to Staten Island. That was great.
He was awesome. I don't know if he was from Brooklyn or from Staten Island, the guy, but I know he was an MTA worker.
Yeah.
And then he just opened it and it was extremely successful. Didn't know what he was doing. And then it's a sick idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if any places mimic that after, but that was a feel good movie.
I don't know. I couldn't get a bunch of my grandmothers in there.
No.
No. They'd be
couldn't
fighting like crazy.
I'll tell you another thing about my grandma.
Never.
My grandmother would never share her recipes with anyone outside her family.
Oh, you're
So
not the
that
only
would have
one?
never worked with my family. My grandmother.
I love it.
My grandmother hand wrote all her recipes, not to type it out and save it on a floppy disk, because God forbid someone found the floppy disk. A daughter-in-law that she didn't like had her family recipes. That would never work with my family. My mom, my grandmother, family-owned recipes get passed down from mother to daughter.
All right, that's it.
That's it.
Listen, my grandmother was the type that she never wrote anything down. She was like, I have it right here.
Yep.
She's like, and it all goes to the grave with me. But she taught me how to make her meatballs,
Yeah.
which
I
are
didn't know you have
phenomenal.
to dip bread in the milk. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing.
Get bread in the milk?
Yeah,
Dip bread and everything.
Yeah, you dip the
Freaking dip it.
you put
Yeah.
you dip your bread in milk and then you take the things out and then you throw it in the mix and that's
Yeah.
how good meatball is made. Parsley. I didn't know any of this stuff.
While I
used
was
to-
making meatballs, I would learn about men. That's what my grandmother would teach me. Just saying. I'm not joking.
How does your family react to you making fun of them to a national audience?
In the beginning, my father's a typical Italian where he was like, are you going to make any money? He's like, are you just going to tell
Burn us through the
jokes?
mud.
Like, what the fuck? That was his thing. And he was just like, we don't tell our secrets. That was another thing. And I was like, I'm not telling the family secrets. And by the way, they're not that bad. But it was like to him, you don't say this shit. But he came to a show or two in the beginning and he was like, packed house. And he was like, oh shit, there's people here. You're doing it. I'm like, well, yeah, Dad. Did you think I was going to suck at this? And he was like, well, I wasn't sure. So then he started to start the whole thing of you're not doing me right. This is how I talk. And he gives me pointers and tips. He uses the gun when he speaks till this day. He's like, give me it. So he would like have these conversations with me after every show and be like, you need to do this better. And he became like my agent. And I was like, Dad, please. So he was the best with it. My mom would hide in the back of the theater and be like, that's not me. That's not me. It's not me. She's telling all lies. I don't know where she comes from.
You're not like really going at them though.
I'm not that bad.
It's not that bad at all.
What I just put on social media was worse. My mother was cursing through the phone, trying to log on to Amazon. And I'm going to say a bad word. She was like this cock-sucking motherfucking cock login. And I was like, I put that on social media. So I was like, that's worse than what's in the show.
And I'm sure you add to the show all the time. Every time you get a new story from them, you add it to the show. So
I've been adding for years.
Yeah,
I mean,
every
wondered
time
that.
something happens, you add something to the show.
A stand-up
Yes.
comedian goes on tour, like
Yes.
Shane Gill's going on tour right
yes.
now. And I seen him and he was great. But he had a show the next night in MSG, and then I think he was going to Philly. Is he doing that same show?
I think he's doing a version of it. Like for
Right.
me, long form storytelling is definitely like, I'm going to take this story out and put a story in.
Right.
Each of 3
Like I
to
just
2
said,
minutes.
something happens, a
Something
new story.
happens.
You're like, all right, I'm going to replace
Literally.
that with this. Yeah.
Literally. Like the
Yeah.
other day, my sister is freaking nuts. I love her. She's amazing, but she's just not normal. There's a screw loose. It's the kid that you go, oh, we don't know. She's that person. And she literally said the other day, she was like, I hope you clean your focaccia. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she kept saying the word focaccia over and over and over. And my niece is in the back of the car. And my niece goes, she means your crotch. I was like, you call crotch focaccia? And she was like, yeah. I'm like, you sell it? This is insane to me. So
How old is she?
my niece is 7. And by the way, they're always in the car ordering food. So it's always through a drive-thru. I'm like, that poor drive-thru teller is probably like, these people are fucking insane. But then right then and there, I was like, I need to put this story into the show. Now, that's not in the
100%.
special, but like, that's so freaking funny.
100%.
She's telling her to wash her freaking focaccia. I'm
Oh
like,
my
this is
God.
hilarious. So it was like, those things happen that I do think something hits you and you're like, I got to write this down. I can't speak for a stand-up comedian because I don't consider myself that, but I think there's a version of it,
Oh,
for
I'm
sure.
sure.
I think
bro,
you
just
could
think-
do it,
ju-
though.
Just think,
You
if
think,
you
oh,
were the
you're
stand-up
sweet.
comedian,
Do it.
if you were the stand-up comedian and you were on tour, right? And you're doing the same, pretty much sticking to the same thing, right? Yeah. And then the night before you're on tour at a hotel, something crazy happens to you or something, this and that. You know the next night when you do your tour, you're going to put this story in,
Yeah.
add
Well,
to
that's
it
what I
and
do with
beef
these
it up.
questions.
That's exactly
so-
right. And you
so
work out
you're
the
gonna-
beats.
Yeah.
You're, by the time you get to the 30th show, your show might have changed a lot just from you switching a story here, a story there.
Yeah.
But
It's all
you're
about-
probably going to try to stick to the same
It's
thing.
all about what could be clipped on social media, I feel like. So when these stand-up comedians are extremely mindful of what they're
Yes.
saying that's going to be clipped from their bit.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I do that
yeah.
here.
Yep.
That's
So
so
I
great.
know exactly what's going to take off. I know exactly
Yep.
what's going to flop right when I ask the question.
That's really
like this
good.
one. Would you rather go to the Vegas Diner or the Colonnade?
Vegas Diner, hands down.
Who are you two? The Colonnade.
Vegas Diner.
Who are you 3?
Ready for this? Who are you 3? What's the colonnade?
It's a goddamn landmark of Staten
I
Island.
don't even know.
No,
I never
stop.
heard of that in my life.
The Colonnade
Stop
is a
it.
great.
Jefferson and Highland.
This is
Diner.
the
The
first
Colonnade
time I'm ever hearing the
original
word.
right here. Oh my God, you know how many high school drunken nights were at the Colonnade or Mike's Diner? You forget about Mike's Diner
Mike's
too. but
Unicorn Diner?
remember Mike's
I
Diner?
used to I used to bounce at District.
You talking about
when I
Mike's
moved out here and I went
used to be by Clove Road?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, by
Mike's
CSI.
Unicorn is by CSI. He's talking
I'm
about the
the
one
one
on
on Clove
Highland Boulevard.
Okay.
Yeah, on
Used to
Highland.
be over there.
Okay.
Oh come
Yeah.
on.
I know
Mike's
nothing
Unicorn's
about
still
what
over
you're
there, like
talking
CSI
right now.
talks.
We talked about Vegas Diner a lot on the show,
All right.
but that was the end of the night. Every single person that was in Bay
It was like
Ridge
the after party.
was at that place.
Love it.
And it wasn't good that we were all
It
there.
wasn't good.
Was the food not good?
People were
Food was
getting
amazing.
stabbed.
Yeah.
People were getting shot.
Oh, shit was going down.
So
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
the Staten Island Vegas Diner.
That's really what the name should be, honestly.
That's what it was.
my
See,
God.
the way you're describing it is the same thing as
You
the
could
Vegas
trademark
Diner.
that. Colonnade was the Staten Island Vegas Diner.
I don't know. I think why not?
You could
That's a strong statement. You know,
Fuck, you're gonna throw me in a hole right now.
That's
Yeah.
a strong statement.
this is very light journalism, but
This
know,
is like totally.
you know,
I love the Colonnade
People
Diner.
go nuts
I think the
over-
owner's like 100. He might
Is
be
it
dead.
still open?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
they close early now.
They
She
do, they
is
close
looking
earlier.
at me like I am
Let's
an
talk about that
alien
real quick.
from
Let's talk
outer
about that.
space. She's like, is it open?
Let's talk about the
There.
diners
Yes,
closing
it's
early.
been open.
Are they ever going to go back to 24 hours diners?
You know
There's
what?
one
I
on
have to agree
One-
with that.
One on Highland Boulevard.
That pisses me off.
Mike's on Highland is
Yeah.
open.
They're
24
not
hours.
because I remember I went there. Me and you went there at
Yeah.
3, and then there's one all the way down by where in Tottenville, and
Yeah.
then there was one there, and we went to that.
I know Page Avenue closes at 2. Page
I know.
Avenue Diner.
You're not a
The
real
one with the
diner
green
if you
awning.
don't
No,
on
you can't
Highland
close it
is open
too.
24. I mean,
No,
I
no.
understood when COVID happened, everything got shut down.
Yeah, yeah.
And I almost understand like Monday through Thursday closing it early.
Yeah.
But from Friday to Sunday, you should be open 24 hours.
You know what the
100%.
thing is? It's not like back in the day where all of us were out. So
Right.
Vegas Diner was
Right.
making
They're
a
not getting
ton
that
of money.
rush no
Colin
more.
was
So
making
you're
a ton
saying
of
kids are
money.
not out?
Yeah, I
They're
don't
not-
like it, Pat.
What the hell are they doing? They're in their
Like driving
basements?
by a diner, seeing your clothes.
Don't-
It's like a
he
slap in
looked
my
at me
face.
like he was
Every time I
like,
drive past a
don't
diner,
care,
I see it
Patrick,
closed.
I don't like
It
it.
I'm
bothers
like,
you.
what are we doing?
Uber Eats exists now.
Yeah,
Uber
that's
Eats
true.
didn't exist when
All
I
that
was
shit.
growing up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just a lot more convenient for people to get food. We knew that when we were drunk and hungry, the only place to go to was A, Diker Bagels, or B, Vegas.
I was just gonna say, a fucking
Right,
bagel
people are
store.
going home
you
now, just ordering
cannot
Uber
beat
Eats.
a Staten Island bagel store because it's usually open 24 hours. They're phenomenal. The bagels are delicious.
Craving authentic Italian flavors in Brooklyn? Pasta Fresca at 6406 11th Avenue is your go-to spot for fresh homemade pasta, classic sauces, and mouth-watering Italian dishes. Don't leave without trying their famous savory sfogliatella, a word that I learned recently. Open daily, it's the perfect place for lunch, dinner, or a special night out. Experience the taste of Italy right in Brooklyn at Pasta Fresca. Fresh, delicious, and unforgettable.
I lived in
Oh,
so
take it
many
easy,
cities.
Take it
and-
easy. That's a strong statement right there.
You know,
That's a strong statement right there.
I,
when
So
Diker
fucking good.
Bagels was operating,
All right, I'll give you
was
Diker.
operating at full steam,
Full steam.
24 hours. You couldn't
right.
really touch that.
There'll be a
That was
line
like,
out and around the corner for
Outright. You had,
for a chicken ridiculous.
that was the only bagel store where you had to tip the
Yeah,
bouncer to
see?
get your bagel.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
drove a few times to get a chicken
You
ridiculous.
drove for chicken
Not gonna
ridiculous.
lie.
Yeah.
It was
Over the bridge,
It was the
fearful or
only.
not.
It
I
was
went
the
over
only
that
bagel
bridge
store where
screaming
you
and
had to like
crying.
tip somebody to get close to the counter.
the best bagel store in Staten Island is Tottenville Bagels.
Yes.
I'm a bagels.
Hands down. I mean, the other ones are cool, I guess. I don't, but
No,
The
no.
other ones are cool, I guess.
no shade to you. I
I just
respect
don't
any
know
small
how,
business.
I don't know how they
but-
all survive because you could see like 3 bagel stores within like a stone's throw from one another. I don't know how.
You know why? Because there's a lot of mothers with kids in cars being like, "I'll get you a bagel," and they're just stopping.
I'm
And
getting
they
a
each
bagel
got
after
3
this.
kids.
I'm starving. I'm getting a bagel with
See?
cream cheese
I'm
toasted
getting
from Tottenville Bagels.
Ooh, toasted,
a
a little
bagel after
tomato.
Yeah, sometimes. I'm a big lox guy because of my half Jewish blood. So I like lox bread.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I literally didn't want a bagel till you just said that. Now I'm thinking of stopping on the way home.
know.
and
We
could
getting
share
one. That's
one.
crazy. We could share.
We could don't fucking share one.
we talked about it, but we talked about restaurants. What's the undisputed best pizzeria in Staten Island? And I'm going with Nona's.
Nona's is really good. You're gonna say Danino's now because he's
No,
stole Danino's for you before?
Viamonte, because that is
I mean,
actually,
Viamonte's
that's
fine.
more of a pizzeria than Danino's is a pizzeria.
Yeah, I mean, Danino's is so fun.
It's amazing, but it's a restaurant.
My father and my husband went into Danino's, and I'm not joking. My dad was like, "We got to stop real quick," and it was when we weren't married, so my husband's not from Staten Island. I know, and
Where's he from?
he's from Long Island.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It's all right. And they pull into Danino's, and my dad's like, "We got to stop real quick," and my father comes out with 4 pies. And opens up the pie on the hood of the car, doesn't get in the car, and just starts eating the pie.
Yeah,
And
that's
Tom
how
was
it's
like,
supposed to happen.
"We're not gonna take it home." He's like, "No,
It's
you."
ruined by the time you get home.
So I don't want it. It's
yeah,
hot.
no, right on the.
My father
right on the
polished
hood.
off 4 pies. Him and my boyfriend at the time came home, no food left.
Is
I
that
was
the
like,
iron underwear boy?
No, I didn't marry that guy. I can't iron his fucking drawers for the rest of my life. It can't happen. But yeah, they polished off 4 pies on the hood of the car.
I can
Nice.
have it easy.
Nice.
Easy money.
Yeah.
It doesn't get me full pizza. I could just keep eating.
Well, depending on the pie, brick oven, thin pie, I could eat the whole pie with no problem.
That's what I'm saying.
If I'm eating it at the place, I think Campagna makes a great pie with the coal fired. If they
Yeah, but
once
you
they put it
can't
in the
say
box,
that because
yeah,
it's a restaurant.
yeah.
You got to go with a
I
straight.
was saying, how do you feel about Goodfellas? We didn't get
I
that.
mean,
Goodfellas is sick.
Yeah,
That's a
So
good.
Then I have to
good.
say Nona's for just a straight pizzeria. I think Nona's is.
Nona's is up.
But I'm not choosing a restaurant like Lee's Tavern. You consider that?
No,
Pizza?
I
No.
don't.
No.
I don't
So then,
because
yeah.
they have other things on the menu that are also good.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Danino's
So for
also
me, it'll be
has
either
things like-
Nona's or Brothers if I'm down on that side of the island.
You know,
I
give
gotta
Danino's-
try more pizzerias in Staten Island. I only tend to try the ones that are close to my house that we order and get delivered. I gotta branch out and try more. I don't because I work in Brooklyn, so every time I want pizza, I'm in Brooklyn. I grab it in
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
crispy and LB.
But
Crispy.
and I'm right by what's the right by the one with the old man?
Oh, he just passed away.
Wait, Coney Island?
No. Avenue M. or whatever.
The Forest.
The Forest, yeah.
So we're
Oh
right
my
by the
God.
Forest. So if we want pizza, we go right there. But in Staten Island, it's like up and down. Like you order from one place,
Yeah.
you get a great pie.
Yeah.
And then the next time you order from there, the pie's not so great. So I just stick to get my pie in Brooklyn.
Hard to find good Chinese
I
food
love
out
the
here.
square.
Jade
in
Island.
Staten Island.
Staten Island's great.
Remember Jade
Jade
Allen?
Allen's
Come on
awesome.
now.
It's
Which
just
one?
they don't deliver out to
At 'em all.
Tottenville.
Oh, yeah, they don't.
You know, it's just everything with Jade Allen is family style, which is great when you go there and eat because
You have to go.
sharing. Yeah,
You gotta go.
but if you just want like a sesame seed platter just for yourself for like lunch, you're not going. You can't call Jade Allen for that.
There's a heater right by your house. It's right next to that sick Mexican place. That's also really good. It's like
Yeah.
a hole in the wall. I forgot
Yeah.
the name of it. I gotta get it because I don't want to like guess the name and it's something completely off because I'll get in trouble.
Off of Main Street.
Yeah, you're gonna get bullied on social media.
You know what I mean? When you first got your call that you were getting the special that was going on Apple TV, did you cry or what was your reaction?
Oh fuck. I didn't cry. I was more like, oh shit, that thing I've been working on this whole time is actually gonna be out there for people to see. Because so much of it, and we all know this in our careers, is like you're just sitting in a hole and you're doing your job and you got the blinders on. And I was living in LA. I was writing for films and TV and stuff like that, and I was performing. Kind of a theater girl. I mean, I went to school for theater, so I was bridging in this weird thing, and I was like, it's never gonna like happen, but I'm just gonna keep doing the show and keep interchanging stories and put music in and sing and do what I love. And then there's this moment where you're like, well, I'm kind of put my foot, out there, like really out there. And it took me a bit. Wasn't like, oh, let's just give it to her. Are you kidding me? I'm sitting here 40 years old. It took a bit, but it took a bit, but it needed to. Because I needed to put in what I thought I wanted to give to the world. And then when they were like, we love the idea of a musical comedy long form, we don't have anything like that. I was like,
Yeah, you're kind of like the trendsetter now. You're
oh
the-
shit. Like, I thought I was doing something, in my own lane because that's all I knew. Or I was almost putting it down and not realizing, oh, this is something cool. But it took me a bit to get there. So when I got the call, I had a moment. My husband looked at me and he was like, we're not celebrating? I was like, well, I don't know. He's like, don't be modest. He's like, we got to do something.
right.
So we did, like,
kidding
we
me?
popped a little champagne and stuff. But you just have like this moment where you're like, blinders on, not, you just keep going, keep
But
going.
it makes you
Right,
feel better when it happens.
It does. It felt a little like, okay,
Right.
I did the thing I set out to do. And now it's like, on to the next ones because now it feels like you put your stamp out there and not everyone's going to fucking like it. You know what I mean? I get it all the time. I get people on social media all the time being like, why aren't you like super funnier? Why aren't you putting like, why aren't you super funnier? And I was like, what the fuck is super funnier? Like, I don't even know what that means. Why is she doing characters? I'm like,
Because that's what you do.
because that's what I do. I
Yeah.
impersonate people.
It's unique.
It's funny to me. Why is she singing? And I'm like, oh my.
Well, society, we talked about this before, is that they just want you to be mean and have a stand-up special where you're being controversial. You are not controversial. So,
I mean, I'm controversial to my own upbringing.
Yeah.
I will for sure drag my shit through everything because that's my therapy. My family didn't believe in therapy. It was too expensive. They're like, you ain't fucking going. You're not telling nobody. So I told it on stage. That's how I got through.
Do you find where like other nationalities relate to what you're saying, or is it just strictly like you find like it's an Italian like phenomenon?
Probably Spanish would be
You know what's
similar.
funny? Stallone. Such a good question.
Coming from Stallone.
Stallone. Oh God, I would love that last name. You know what? I've toured city to city for the last couple of years, just working the material. And the one thing I learned is that obviously Italians, Staten Islanders are in the audience somehow. I've been in Chicago. I've been in Los Angeles. I've been everywhere where there's always Italians and Staten Islanders in the audience. I'm like, would you fly here? There always is. But then I started to really realize that most of the time, I do like a poll where I'm like, who's Italian? There's not like 50% of that audience is not Italian. And I get emails from like, oh God, I got an email from a woman who flew in from Russia on vacation. She brought like 30 of her family members because she saw a clip of me on YouTube and she thought it was fun because they were on vacation.
so dope.
And it's like, you start to realize, she was like, my family's your family. I had a Jamaican family come like a year ago who wrote me this. We keep in touch now. So like at the end of the show, performing for like 500-600 people, I'm hugging all of these people because I'm like, we're the same. You just watch me go through hell on stage. Like literally from like 7 years old until I like get to college. Like that's the journey I take you through. And it's like, you've met my entire family for like 90 minutes. And then all of a sudden I feel like we know each other and they're not all Italian. And I love that.
Looking for the ultimate spot to hang out, catch the game, or unwind with friends? Unique Lounge and Billiards at 1757 Arthur Kill Road in Staten Island has pool tables, darts, and a full menu of craft beers, cocktails, and delicious food. Open daily from noon to 4 a.m.
I love that it's very universal. That was a big goal. 'Cause I
Probably
was
more
like,
gratifying that way because
Yeah,
it
because,
means you're
dude,
getting
family's
a wider
family.
range of people.
They just flew
Family's
24 hours
family.
to come see you from Russia.
Do you believe that? Families, like, across the board. If you watch the show and you're like, that grandmother is the woman that I saw down the block from my house, and I'm not Italian, or you're just like, my grandmother's just like that, and I'm Dominican. Like, it's the same energy.
Are you independent, or you're signed to somebody?
Like an agency?
Yeah.
I'm signed, but I'm also independent in the sense that, like,
You can do everything on your side. No, I'm just kidding.
I do it all. No. I have my own production company, so I produce all of my stage shows. So I do have a booker and stuff like that, which is
You do movies?
cool. I do. I write.
I have a good movie idea.
Yeah,
Yeah, a really good
I do.
one.
I have a few set up. I've sold a few to Sony, which has been awesome.
Sick.
Sony?
Patrick, I got a story I got to tell you. I got to get it out. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
I tell it?
Yeah.
Okay, you can take it out if you want.
No.
But here we go. Call my mother, and I tell my mother, I'm like, Ma, you know the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance? Wait, my mother's on the
Love
phone.
this story already.
My sister's in the background, and my 2 girl cousins who are like 40, 38. We're all in the same world, right? We're all born like the same, like 2-3 years. And I'm like, you know the movie Die Hard with a Vengeance? And my sister goes, yeah, you could steal City Hall. And I was like, what are you saying? And then my cousin goes, yeah, the kid. I was like, what kid? And immediately, they don't care about anyone else in that fucking movie. Not one person. Not one person. Except the little Italian Brooklyn kid who goes, the cops are into something. They can steal City Hall. So I tell them, I'm like, I'm going to go on this podcast. I was like, I think he's one of the hosts. My mother was like, do you think they have a waiting room? I was like, I am not bringing you.
I told you to
No,
bring
Oh,
it.
are
you could've
you
sat right there.
crazy? No,
could've,
no,
bro.
you
She
people
could've
didn't
sat.
know me yet. Maybe another time.
told
I was
you.
like, oh my God, the screaming in the back of my house through the phone. Excuse me, the screaming that went on, that went like I was going to see
That's
a
funny.
fucking president of the United States. So I tell my husband, and my husband has the best memory of that. By the way, that was I know, obviously your career is much more than that, but that moment of that kid, that little kid was all of us in that second.
Every time I throw on something on fucking, we were with each other on the Super Bowl, and I was like, oh yeah, I was watching some A&E special about John Jr. And then he's like, yeah, I was in it. I was like, what do you mean? And then I was watching Gravesend. I didn't know Pat was in it.
Oh, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, he was in the whole first season. He was in the whole thing. He's in a bunch of
Yeah,
shit.
see, no, it's the City Hall. It's
Yeah,
the way he
we
delivered
were,
it.
We were all that. We were all that.
You just whatever it was, and my husband and I have this joke because backing that for years in college, we loved Die Hard with a Vengeance. It's a great movie. It's a great fucking movie. Everything. He quotes it all day long. And by the way, the whole water bit thing goes a lot long when you're breastfeeding. It's the same thing with the water outweighing the fucking liquids. And then we'd always make this joke. And he was like, oh man, when we were like trying to get pregnant, he's like, hope we have a boy. Hope he's like that kid in Die Hard. I was like,
Hey, look at that.
and I died laughing.
Well, that would be.
I gotta show you a picture of my son. He's got a thick head of black hair. And the other day, my husband, before he knew what was going on, and he was like, I think we got the kid from Die Hard with the Vengeance. Look at him. That's like the goal. And it's just so funny to me. I was like, I gotta tell this guy this. This is so funny to me. So
That's funny.
thank you for that.
That's funny. We got to take a picture with him with the hair.
My
He was
son's hair.
originally on as a guest because I remember my father and him met, and my father's girlfriend, and she put it together actually. And he's like, he wants to come on your show.
Love it.
And he doesn't want to talk about anything like crazy, just joke around about Brooklyn stuff. So he's like, oh, do you remember Young Slick from A Bronx Tale? So I was like, yeah, of course I do. He's like, oh, he wants to come on your show. Do you want him to come on? I was like, what? I was never, yeah, I want him to come on.
Yeah.
Energy was just good from that day on. And then he's like, I want to do this full time. And we started doing it full time. We actually have, do you know who Anthony Vitale is, the DJ?
Yes.
Do you know who Salzo Comedy is? You ever see him on social media?
Yes.
So I'm going to do an episode with him. Me and him are going to sit it out. Him, Salzo Comedy, and Anthony Vitale and Charlie, who owns Pasta Fresca.
But, yeah.
And then just have them go
Just do
nuts
it.
and call it a nostalgia
go at it.
episode.
But back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah, just have them go nuts.
Oh, I love it.
That's the most relatable shit I found out from this is like the people from back in because nobody ever did a Brooklyn Pride podcast.
Listen, back in the day, Anthony Vitale, we were all close. Anthony Vitale, we were all like real close. And back in the day, there was, remember, you had to bring in your crates of records.
Jesus.
There was no
Yeah.
laptop with all the music in it. You
Yeah.
just go in there and you hit the buttons and scratch the 2 records that are there. No, you actually had to physically bring hundreds of records. So at whatever club was big, Limelight or whatever that was going on that night, right? Whatever
went
was
down
going
in
on that
Limelight.
night, and Vitale was DJing, we would go, we'd meet, they'd get in my car or somebody's car, and if he had 6 crates, Now, you're supposed to have like maybe 1 or 2 guys with you.
Yeah.
They help you with the crates. You make
Yeah.
like 2 trips in and out. Vitali, if he had 6 crates, there was 6 of us holding the crates because we knew we didn't have to wait online.
That's
We
amazing.
just grab the crates and we all walk right in.
My God, the crates.
And there could be. How about this? There was times where there was only 5 crates, but there was 6 of us, 7 of us.
Yeah, this one crate was really heavy. Yeah, I needed 2.
We were taking records out of the crates, like 2 or 3 out of each crate,
Yeah.
and putting them to make another crate. Go in with the 6 first.
I love it.
Oh my
It's
God!
the way in.
It was the way in. Back
Listen,
in the
we used
day
to
with
take our
Vitali.
ID and take chalk and change our birth date with a red pen.
Oh God!
And then they put the gun over it and be like, go ahead, just to
Yeah,
be
they
18
knew,
to
they
get
knew.
in. I'm like,
They
we
knew.
did it. They know.
Denise always does funny videos. The Barada babe, she's always coming on, and she's always doing funny videos because Vitali's always doing like retro day, and he does it at Cebu a lot. Which shout out to Cebu. I can't say enough good things about them.
He's doing the
And,
Biggie brunch too.
she did like a funny reel about like that generation, like hearing like old music, and she was going fucking nuts by the DJ. I think that was the best era of music,
100%.
freestyle.
A lot of reggae.
Yeah, right.
A
yeah,
lot of
A lot of
reggae.
baby making music.
R&B.
A lot of baby making music.
All bumping and grinding.
Yeah, R&B.
That's what got me so. I'm probably gonna have to cut this, but this is what got me so mad about the. I don't mean to bring this up, but like this is what got me mad about the halftime thing, and just please don't go into it politically because I'm gonna have to cut it. Is that Spanish music has been embedded in American society?
Do you want to tank yourself social media right now? Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Then you cut it.
Yeah, I know this is half our following, and
Yeah.
I'm more right leaning. But
Yeah.
I really wanted to get this out.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I'm definitely more right leaning, but the halftime.
We could go now. Come on, let's go.
I could cut it. Spanish music has been embedded in American society for so long, for the longest time. And then this guy comes on and everybody was losing their minds about it, which got me so mad. Because there's certain things people to be mad about. That was not one of them. But then I asked somebody, I was like, hey, what if the Rolling Stones did the halftime show? Would you be mad at that?
No.
You wouldn't. The Rolling Stones aren't American.
That's
It has nothing to
100%.
do with them being American or not.
It's the
It had to do with-
language.
it had
I
to do-
understand.
No, it had nothing really to do with the language.
He's
He
gonna say what I
he
think.
said that he would not tour in the United States, and then you're giving this guy the platform, which is the biggest show in the United States.
Oh,
for
did
a
he say
halftime.
that? He
He
was
said
not-
he was
I
never
didn't know
going to tour
that.
again.
He
in the
went a
United
step
States.
further.
Okay.
So there are video clips where not only did he say he would never perform in America,
Yeah.
but there are actual video clips of him like bad mouthing America, like talking down on. Like there's some videos where he's talking Spanish and they're saying what he's saying, and like how he's bad. So because he's talking Spanish, I don't know exactly what he's saying,
Yeah.
but he's bad mouthing America in some of these.
And having watched the halftime show, I actually think he did a pretty good job.
He
'cause
killed it.
Yeah,
So
I was
you
just gonna be like,
badmouth-
guys,
you
I thought it was really
badmouth
fucking
America.
good.
absolutely.
I was dancing my ass off.
It was annoying me.
It
'cause
wasn't
it's-
as divisive as
I
everyone
wouldn't
thought it
have
was
cared.
going
We
to be.
shouted out the United
yeah,
States.
Wasn't those
which was
other
great.
issues. I wouldn't have cared if it wasn't him bad mouthing America, then saying I will never perform in America, but then you get the Super Bowl opportunity, which other people that do perform in America and do love America
Would kill somebody
kill
for.
to perform there, and here you come and you perform on it, biggest stage on earth at that time, and it's just like
And then
why-
Lady Gaga was in it.
yeah, like
And,
it's just
uh,
confusing.
Ricky
like,
Martin?
why bring him in?
Ricky
on-
Martin.
Martin
It
was
was
in
very because I rewatched it because I didn't.
It was
I didn't get
very
the
fun to
opportunity
watch.
because there was like 4 people like extremely angry about it, so I couldn't hear anything. So I rewatched. I was
We really
like,
can't
yo.
understand what he says anyway. That's neither here. That's
No,
neither
but think
here nor
about
there.
it. My point is, since the '90s, like take Bad Bunny out of the equation because I think people are mad that he was a Spanish guy and speaking not
No,
English.
I think people are mad about how he disrespected America
Yeah.
and then performed at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
That's the uproar.
I think like
I have a question about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Do you have to pay to perform? Is it pay to play?
No.
Like, does the artist pay to play?
so
I've always wondered that.
I know what you're talking about. I
Yeah.
think I heard this in a thing. So I think I heard something where if they so let's say they're giving you $1 million to perform.
Yeah.
Right. So now they say we'll give you $1 million to perform, and I don't know if this is true. I just think I heard the same thing you heard.
Yeah.
Let's say they say, okay, we're giving you $1 million to perform, and we're going to give you $500,000 or $1 million towards your performance.
Yes.
The, co-
The
to
cost
cover
of
the
that
cost
shit.
of what you
Which
want to
is
do.
astronomical.
Yeah.
If you go above that,
Yeah.
it starts coming out of your
I understand.
pocket.
I
So
understand.
if my performance with the dances, with
Yeah.
this, with that, starts coming to $1.2 million, $1.3
Yeah,
million,
I mean, that.
which I don't know if that's true or not. That's what a video clip I heard.
I think that's what I was like watching or listening, and
Yeah.
I was like, all right, that halftime show was not $1 million. That was like a $5 million. Like that was
it's
insane.
crazy.
So did that come out of his pocket? I don't know how that
Maybe
works.
to have Lady Gaga and
Right.
Ricky
Well, I'm
Martin
sure
there.
like Lady Gaga, and I'm not sure, but maybe people like Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin and all these people, they probably didn't charge him. They probably
no,
are
right,
just
right.
It's great advertising.
great
Beautiful,
advertising.
and it was such a great
Kidding me?
show that I think,
So
yeah,
who else was there? Was Cardi B there or something?
there's a lot of them.
It was
There were-
Nicki
there were
Minaj,
there.
Cardi B.
Jessica Alba,
She was in the
I think
performance
she was
too.
in it. Yeah, she was dancing off. To
I'm
the side.
sure
Pedro
all
Pascal's
those
there.
people just came and did him a favor.
Yeah, I don't think Serena Williams charged what's it called.
Right,
when she
like,
did the
you know what I'm
Crip walk
saying?
on.
So
But also Puerto Rico is a United States province, so it's not like he's not American. He is. He's American.
Absolutely.
It's just the whole thing annoyed me because even though I'm right leaning, you have to kind of ground yourself in this situation. It's like for a while, Americans were used to everything being predominantly Irish, Jewish, Italian, this and that, and now it's starting to change a little bit. And now it's like, oh, and hold on. Before that, also, I don't like that the media is constantly saying who to hate this month, who to
Yeah.
hate this month. One month it's fucking
intense.
Israel, the next month it's this person, the next month it's Palestine, the
Yeah.
next month it's
Diddy.
Latinos, then it's black.
like-
Everybody that we know, we grew up in New York, Brooklyn, the melting pot. We love fucking everybody. We love Spanish music. Everybody listens to Bad Bunny on their own time. So it's like at the end of the day, just stop fucking hating your neighbor. And then it's these politicians and stop looking at fucking Twitter. I understand Bad Bunny said some bad things about the country. He was
that
saying
was,
that-
I think, the uproar.
I think that was a mistake. However, it's like you could still sit there and enjoy this guy because he did kill that.
Oh,
you know?
absolutely.
Yeah,
Listen,
absolutely.
if you could sit there and still enjoy Michael Jackson and all the rumors about him, you could enjoy other people's stuff. But it's just like,
So true.
um,
I'm laughing about that because
Yeah.
my mother
I
said
just
it.
watched
yeah, it's the
another.
truth, though.
I
You,
just
you
watched
got to
another special
separate,
about him.
you know, whether you like this person as a person, who they are as a performer. People also got to understand that the NFL now, at this point, has made as much money as they're going to make in America, right? They make the same money every year, $9 billion, $10 billion every season. Now they're starting to go more international. Now they're playing games in Germany. They're playing games in Mexico. They're playing games overseas all year round. You think that's by accident they had this
all
guy
money.
performing?
Are they playing?
Oh, yeah. Like they played in Germany. They played in Spain. They played in
What,
England.
what teams?
They'll pick six games a year, and they have them overseas.
Oh yeah.
Like the Niners got picked to do in Mexico this year coming up. The Jaguars and the
so it
Colts played
starts
in
this
London.
year?
No, this has been going on for the last couple of years. But every year
yeah?
there's more and more games they're doing internationally. You think it's by accident that they're picking people now that are internationally like Bad Bunny,
No.
whether you like him here or not, is one of the biggest international stars there is.
Yeah.
The NFL is not dumb.
And
For
at the end
for
of the
10
day,
million
Money.
people that didn't
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
it
yeah,
here,
yeah, that's what it is.
but I'm saying for the 10 million people
Yeah.
that didn't watch the halftime show here,
Yeah.
that watched the Kid Rock
Yeah.
episode, they probably made 100 million followers internationally watching that halftime. They don't
Oh
care.
yeah. What did Kid Rock do something right? At the same
Yeah,
time?
he
Yeah,
did-
that's
yeah,
what I'm saying. It's just
I don't even
That
know
was
what
pretty
that
funny.
was. I'm like,
It's-
what
I
is
didn't,
this?
I didn't know till
far.
the next day.
That's what it's getting too far. No matter who
Stupid.
you vote for, it's like, bro, like you half your friends are Spanish, and you gotta go over there.
No, de Milano, no, no, de Milano,
That was a good show.
It
you know,
was.
looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, the Pinnacle Real Estate team has you covered. Led by pro agent Frank Bergen, they make the process simple, stress-free, and tailored to your needs. Whether it's finding your dream home or getting top dollar for your property, Frank and the Pinnacle team bring expertise, professionalism, and the result you could trust. I don't know, man. I just think there's way too
Well,
much
I don't know if it
hatred
was a
in
good
this
show because
country.
me and Chris were talking to each other the whole time, and we were eating everything in his brother's house.
Oh, we had like these corn dog
I don't think I
things.
stopped eating.
All I
From
know
the
is
second
my-
I walked in, and I walked out with 3 dishes, like closed. Like I'll see you later.
So you had your own halftime show. You were like, that's
Yeah, I
it.
had
I'm
my own
good.
halftime show.
I can cut that if you guys want, but I just really needed to get that out. I've been
Streamline it.
I've been
Streamline
really
however you
wanting
want.
to say that on the show. I'll probably lose half my following, but
I was gonna say, be careful. Don't lose your fucking following.
No, it's not. It's not a big
We
deal.
we never really
right-
cared about what anyone thought.
I was gonna
so
say,
we're gonna
do
it anyway.
what you feel.
it's like I said, right leaning, but there's some things that are fucking questionable that go on
Yeah,
in
but
today's
if
world.
you like to what you were just saying, all the people that were talking about him performing at the Super Bowl, their excuse of being mad was the things he said about America. So I'm sure if he didn't say those things about America and he didn't say I would never perform in America, nobody would have really had much to say. Maybe people would have been like, "Who the fuck is Bad Bunny?"
Yeah.
But not really nothing bad to say. But because he said that, it made it worse.
No, I get it.
Tell people to mind their own business.
That's what I mean. If you don't want to watch something,
You
like
wanted to boycott it. I guarantee everyone that complains about it, everyone watched the Super Bowl. Like if you were so upset about it, you wouldn't have watched the game at all. Because all anyone cares about is money. I don't really care politically what's going on.
Yeah.
As long as my bills are paid on the first
Yeah.
and the last of the
Can we
month.
go back to Janet
I don't
Jackson
care.
and put with her nipple out?
Oh
Best-
my god.
yeah, that was the
I mean,
best.
that was my favorite Super Bowl.
That was your
halftime.
favorite
Great.
one.
unfortunately, we got to
Terrifying.
wrap, but we need to know what's next. Tell the audience where they could find your special.
Yes. So you can find me, oh gosh, you can find me on Apple TV. You can find me on Amazon TV. You can eventually find me on YouTube. I think I'll be there and like the release comes out in like another 30 days and then it'll be on like Google Play and all that stuff. There's also the audio is on Amazon as well. And I'm touring. So you can go to CandiceGuardino.com and find me there. I have a book coming out.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a podcast. I have a podcast called Don't Start with my friend Sarah, who's a WWE backstage correspondent, and we've had so much fun. I'm also have another podcast coming out. We'll be
Wow,
announcing that
you are a
shortly.
very busy woman.
I know.
Do we
just
fit
saying
into the?
that.
Do we fit into the guest? We come on. We'll be the guest this time.
Yeah.
You could ask me the tough questions.
Yeah,
All right, sick.
this wasn't that tough.
No, this one was easy.
This
and
was
the
fun.
best thing is like we could cut anything we want.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the best.
just don't make me look bad.
No.
We're gonna make your parents look bad.
Yeah.
Remember before when we were saying we could edit it now and put things up in the air in the corner?
You got to send me a picture of your husband.
I
You got
am.
to send me a
I'm
picture
gonna
of your
totally.
mom. Your dad.
I
Yeah.
am. He'll love it.
We definitely needed the baby so we can match your
Yeah, the
Patrick.
baby. Oh, the baby's.
What's your Instagram or your?
Oh yeah, Candice Guardino is on Instagram. Easy.
There we go.
You can find me everywhere.
All right.
Italian bread. You can't miss it.
I love it.
Italian
My
bread.
mother hired a Goodyear blimp, and she's just like flying it across everything.
Thank you so much for coming. We
Thank
really
you guys.
appreciate it.
It
It's
was
almost
a
this is
pleasure.
fun.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget to subscribe, share the love, and keep the voice of Brooklyn alive. Until next time, stay loud, stay proud, and never forget where you came from.